Hey everybody, it's Rek here with a Mirror's Edge tutorial on how to do this climb in the Stormdrain. Hey, get out of here. Shoot. Go on. Get. Alright. Fucking mongrel. I swear, I left the chimney hatch open for 2 hours max and pests got in. Seriously. Anyways, first of all, I should probably have a key display on screen, but frankly I was just too lazy to set it up, so hopefully you enjoy the sound of my voice, because that's the only way you're going to know what keys I'm pressing. Second, this skip essentially involves doing 3 wall climbs. The first 2 being extended wall climbs, followed by a sidestep, wall boost, and coil jump. The third wall climb can either be done as a normal wall climb or as an extended wall climb, followed by a Q-turn jump coil. The first wall climb is right about here, on the right of this light. The second wall climb is about here, on the top of this platform. And the third wall climb is on the top of these green pipes, and it will end up putting you on this platform. For this first wall climb, you're going to go to the right of this light, press yourself up against the wall here. It's not super precise exactly where you stand, but you just want to be looking perpendicular to the wall. You're going to jump and then press forward and then do a sidestep into an instant wall boost and coil jump onto this platform. It's important that when you do the coil jump that you look perpendicular to the wall again as you're turning into the platform. If you look here, the collision for this platform is kind of jank. You can stand on it, but you won't be able to stand on it for very long. By turning perpendicular to the wall there, you're going to not slide off of the platform like can sometimes happen, and you're going to be able to jump instantly, so you don't have to time the second jump at all. So doing that right looks like this. You notice I stood on the platform for a second. The timing for these inputs is not super precise either, but when I do it, I just think in my head something like 1, 2, 3. You're going to have your own timing for it, but essentially it's just that. When you do this second extended wall climb to the top platform, the timing is exactly the same for the most part, but when you turn after the coil jump, I generally look about 45 degrees sort of at the corner between the wall and the pipes here, maybe a little bit further to the right. Now, a few things can happen when you do this jump. You can not make it up to the pipes. That just means your timing for your inputs is a little bit too fast. You just need a little more height. You probably need to wait a bit longer after pressing either W or the sidestep. The second thing that can happen is you can get pressed up against the pipe and sort of slide onto it. That's pretty ideal. It means your timing is pretty good. You don't have to worry about overshooting or anything. Another thing that can happen is you can go over the pipe and land on it, which is also fine, but you're risking going over the pipes, which is the fourth thing that can happen. And if you are going over the pipes, you either need to tighten up the timing of your inputs a little bit, or you can react to it and stop pressing W and press back and to the left instead, so you sort of cull your speed a bit. But doing all of these in order looks like this. So that was sort of the ideal situation where I get stuck on the pipe and end up making it on top. I'm not risking dying or anything. It's also worth noting that really the only way to die in this skip is to fly over the ledge. You can't really die doing the climb anyway else. Also, when you're jumping across the gap here, for this final part of the skip, you'll generally land on this platform if you fail, so you generally aren't risking dying. Another thing that can happen, though, when you land up here, especially if you go over the green pipe and just land on it, is you can get stuck in an infinite fall. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show it off here, but if that happens, you basically just need to wiggle your way out a little bit. I really don't have any suggestions for how to do that. You just kind of gotta try to get out. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so in that situation, I just pressed forward and got out. I've had it happen where I get permanently stuck in that fall animation, but it's pretty rare. I suppose if that happened, you'd either have to quit out or maybe the guard could kill you or something. but sometimes you'll end up falling down to the platform because you really don't have a lot of room to work with up there. For this final wall climb, you have 3 options, 2 fast options and 1 slow option. The slow option, which I'm not really sure is worth it, but it still does save a little bit of time, is to do a regular wall climb turn jump without a coil and just grab the ledge. This is a little bit faster than doing the invisible springboard, hidden springboard rather, but I'm not really sure that it's worth it. The second option is to do the coil jump. And the first one is what I prefer to do, and it is the extended wall climb while pressed up against the wall. It's worth noting that for both of these, you really don't have a lot of room to do either of them because the wall that you're climbing on is very short, and it's extremely easy to grab the ledge like this if you don't Q-turn fast enough. But the second option is to simply back away from the wall a little bit. This is the more common option, and to just do a regular wall climb turn jump coil onto that platform. For both of these 2 faster options, it can happen that your camera angle is a bit to the left of where you want it to go. If this happens to you frequently, then you need to turn your camera straight during the turn animation so that you are going in the right direction. If you don't do that, you will frequently not make it to the ledge. This is the extended wall climb, and this is the regular wall climb. A couple things to note about this last wall climb is that if you're not making it all the way to that platform, 2 things that can help is first, standing on the top of this pipe or this pipe on the right. If you notice their collision sort of gets curved downwards a little bit, that can give you very slightly more height. It usually isn't a determining factor, but it's something to think about. The thing that tends to help a little bit more though, the second thing, is to delay the Q-turn very slightly after you jump. Even though you do this sequence in very quick succession, if you delay the Q-turn a little bit, as much as you can before you grab this ledge, then you're going to get a little bit more height as well. And finally, doing it all together in a run with the guard involved will look like this.
Take those snipers out or keep out of their way. Just get your ass through there.